Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Wanted to shoot a quick video. It's been a couple days since I've shot a video, and I just kind of want to do an update from Yieldmax ETFs, look at their most recent distribution, and kind of talk about some of their other new things coming out. So definitely stay tuned for that. So let's go and dive into it here. So once again, this is on Yieldmax's X page. Definitely go check them out. They're constantly posting distribution updates and various updates from their funds. So pretty interesting post with this as well. Yieldmax is coming to Europe. Yieldmax ETFs available in Europe are not distributed by the US Yieldmax ETF distributor. There's going to be another one, and it's called Foresight Fund Services. So if you're in Europe and you're interested in potentially investing into Yieldmax, definitely go check that out here. So next up on the list, the most recent group distributions and weekly payers. So today is Wednesday, and as you guys may know, every single Wednesday, Yieldmax is coming out with a distribution announcement for a certain set of their funds. So let's go and look at the article here they posted. So just before we do that, looking at some of the highest payers on the month, Plty came in at $5.32, very massive. And once again, Plty is kind of different than a lot of these other funds in the sense that Plty started out at $50 per share. Versus, some of the other ones started out at 20. I think 20 was what they originally started at. They've obviously depreciated some since then, but Plty, it got pretty close to 100. I haven't really followed it recently, as pretty much the whole market has kind of pulled back. But at one point, it was pretty close to $100 a share. So we'll look at that here in a second. Maro $1.47. Nvdy 78 cents. Babo, one of the top performing funds year to date, or at least it was a couple weeks ago when I was looking at some charts and stuff. GDXY, the next one on the list, dips, FBY, and LFGY. So let's go ahead and look at the article here. So this is a blog post pretty much announcing the distributions and what yield those distributions equate to. So Plty 100% yield, Maro 75% yield, ULTY 75% yield, MRNY 69%, and LFGY coming in at 61.87. Scrolling down here, so they do have a good bit of weekly payers now, as we can see. GPTY is Yieldmax's AI and tech portfolio. They came in at 27 cents, or a distribution rate of 34%. Another cool thing that they are showing in this spreadsheet or this table here is how much of the dividend is return of capital versus short-term capital gains and whatnot. So that's pretty interesting, and that's something definitely good to keep track of, especially when taxes come due. It'll give you a sense of, what pretty much how much taxes you're going to be paying. So LFGY, 61.87% yield, and 0% of it was return of capital. So you're going to be paying short-term capital gains on that amount there. QDTY, so this is one of their newer ones, kind of similar to QDTE, coming in at 27 cents, or it actually does not show the distribution rate, and the capital return of capital is 55%. RDTY 30%. It's 100% of return capital. Not sure, once again, what this yield is. SDTY 21 cents. 0% return of capital. ULTY, another weekly pair, coming in at almost 10 cents at 0.986 cents, or 75% yield. 100% return to capital, so that's pretty cool. YMAG, 8 cents, coming in at a 27% yield. Yieldmax 13 cents, a 47% yield. Babo 75 cents. We just talked about that, and they are currently paying a 47.8% yield. Dips is an inverse. Don't really care for the inverse funds. FBY 55 cents or almost 40% yield. GDXY is a gold miners option income ETF, 63 cents or a 50% yield. And so forth here. So JPMO does not get a lot of love. The performance has been doing pretty well. It's smaller yielding fund, but it might be a little bit more stable with the underlying targeting JP Morgan there. Maro, MRNY, Nvdy, and Plty. So Plty paid 100% or projected 100% yield. So that's pretty incredible, to say the least there. Nvdy, it's a very popular one as well. It's a 57%. Yeah. And then MRNY is almost 70%, and Maro coming in at 75%. So yeah, cool little update from Yieldmax here on this page. Okay, so I'll hop over here to total real returns. I want to kind of look at a couple of the funds from that list. So we got PLTY, Babo, Nvdy, JPMO. Those are probably some of the best ones there. Okay, so this is a cool little website I like to use here to help us calculate the total real return. So from this short list, and if we actually start just from the first of this year, excuse me. Yeah, so PLTY is coming in at second at 12.48%. Babo, 35%. Nvidy's been getting smacked. JPMO looks like it's just barely in the red there. Comparing all of these to the S&P 500, that's down a good bit as well, down 3.86% year to date. But yeah, that's just a quick little update on some of, the funds that paid this week. Like we talked about, some of the biggest hitters, definitely Babo and PLTY. Those were some of the big ones. Nvidy's getting smacked year to date. Just keep an eye on that. It might recover, it might not. We'll see kind of how the market kind of shakes out with all of the tariffs and volatility just in the market right now. So definitely make sure you're, staying safe out there. Make sure you're not getting too emotionally attached to your portfolio. Make sure you're not buying zero DTE options. We've all been there. Make sure you're being disciplined. If you are trading, and if you're trading on a short term, definitely be careful, guys. And as always, if you need assistance, definitely reach out. I'll do the best that I can to, definitely not a financial advisor here, but I can provide some guidance just based upon my experience and some successes I've had, and definitely some missed opportunities or failures as well. So definitely, if you're in a situation, definitely reach out. Would love to assist as much as I can. And until then, definitely stay tuned. Let me know your thoughts down below about these types of high income funds, such as Yieldmax. There's Roundhill, there's Defiance. There's a lot of fund managers in this space that are competing pretty much to invest your money, to manage your money, and ultimately for you to invest into their ETFs. So let me know your favorites down below. I know a lot of people have flocked away from Yieldmax just because of the NAV erosion recently, and have went to other alternatives such as Curve, such as Roundhill, and so forth there. So if you've done that, would love to hear your story. Definitely leave us a little bio, leave us a little situation that you've kind of gone through in the comment section down below. Would really appreciate that, just to kind of see different perspectives from our viewers. Would be really cool to get some feedback from all of you guys down below. So if you're still here, really appreciate it. We're over 10 minutes for this video. Apologize for making it so long, but if you could, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Would help us out a lot. And yeah, guys, until next time, stay tuned. And yeah, hope you guys have a great week and a great year. Definitely stay tuned for some more content coming your way. Cheers.